Hey everybody, thanks for being here. You are invited to the Zoom of TRONCASE, the Next Generation Investment Program. We are launched on the 3rd of January. We are a smart contract that's fully decentralized, and that's it's built on the Tron blockchain. I'm going to take you through a little bit. We are totally transparent. What does that mean? All our transactions, you can see them on the blockchain. You can see how much is in the contract, how much is going out. All rules are publicly, it's transparent, it's open source. So we are fully decentralized. What does that mean? We are built on the Tron blockchain. That means that our contract is being audited by an audit program. It's been verified, and there can be no more changes to the code of the contract. That means it's a high security program, and that we are safe from hackers and other people. I'm gonna give this rest of this presentation as I showed before. We launched on 3rd of January. We now have almost 600 people in the contract. We are happy with the growth. I get a message from my friend that he's in the chat now. So I'm gonna introduce him. He's my mentor and the one that's giving me the opportunity to lead the community. He's been in marketing for multiple years, and many of his companies, offline and offline, are still running and booming. So I'm honored by the opportunity, and I'm gonna make you a host now. I present to you Erik Norm, professional marketer and creating the next boom in MLM. Take it away, buddy. I make you host now. Your host.
Okay, and of course, greetings to everyone on this call, people. As I see, Danilo has already raised his hand again. Beautiful. Questions are always very welcome, unless it has been done in error. All right, so let's get started. My name is Erik Norm. I have 10 years of experience with MLM. I chose my companies very carefully. Each time it took me an average of 1 year to actually select a company, and we have been doing really well. I guess that could be the reason why people would want to follow us into the future projects. So now we are dealing with our first smart contract, and this is for the reason that with any other smart contract, we did not really see any kind of external or X factors which really would make us believe that that projects would be running for long term. And so of course we need to look at it together and realize that in TRONCASE there's even 3 X factors not to choose from, but which are totally locked in. And whereas you do not need to trust any kind of human factor to come along and to kind of make it worse or even fully ruin it for everyone. So community project it is. And so let me quickly try to get into this now, because by the looks of it, it wanted to disappear on me, the new file. All right, so let me start my screen share, please. And thank you guys for already writing down, yes, who has invited you to this call, for example. Please do share your Tron wallets already, the ones which have invited somebody else to the call, all right? Thanks in advance, everyone, and let's get this rolling. I'm gonna take over the screen. All right, I hope you don't mind, Pat.
Take it away, man.
Okay. So let's go for now with this sort of layout. 1 second, please. All right. So now the thing is that we are always very thorough, and although a smart contract does not have a founder, a CEO, an owner as such, then we were lucky enough to be meeting with the tech team and also with the online marketing team, who has done some incredible results on Google Ads and in many social networks, and done some real magic when it comes to Telegram and WhatsApp channels as well. I mean, we will fill you in as we go along, but very shortly we'll have an influx of many people more. Now, so that was back in the end of September in Turkey, and our demand, of course, thinking logically, was that with this project here, they needed to prepare everything fully, audited smart contract, and also then full verification by a third party. And that would be the time when we would start to promote this really great concept, by the way, really great setting when it comes to psychological analysis, when it comes to financial analysis. And so you see, yes, everything is out there in the open for you. Pat is going to show you the audit report slightly later. Now, we are, in fact, completely decentralized, meaning that you see any project that you would end up selecting throughout the year 2021, which is, by the way, by expert analysis, expecting more than 25 million people to join smart contracts, right? Because we all had our issues with the human factor, human error. And so when you join one of these, then make sure that it is fully decentralized. And so that's the whole ideology about it, right? Why would you go for half decentralized or half of anything if you can do this? So now, immutability, transparency, and instant transactions, this is what we do represent. I mean, have you seen any company out there based on which every single turnover that they have done, for example, and the company balance on every moment that is there? I don't think you ever had an experience like this. So over here, we do have everything out in the open for everyone to see at all times. All right, so we plan to do around 2 billion TRX inside the first quarter, and to fill 250,000 active participants by the end of March. Now, if we do fill that, then that would mean that our passive income has risen immensely. The next slide will be telling you about that part. So by the end of the fourth quarter, 2021, we plan to have about 16 billion TRX turnover and total active participants of around 2 million. Now, this is not just done theoretically, but it can be done in practice. And so now you see, we start with either 100 TRX, which is currently even under $3 US. It's a very good time, by the way, to go in there and try to get some Tron from the market into your wallet. And you can decide later what to do with that Tron. But of course, it has immense potential to go maybe 5x, that's 500% in pure value of TRX inside the first half of 2021 even. All right. Well, I mean, this is not financial advice, yes, and any kind of past performance does not indicate any future results. But the TRX has already done a much higher price than it is today. I mean, just have a look at the graphics on CoinMarketCap. So the maximum deposit here is 4 million TRX. Okay, that's I believe at the current rate around 100,000 US dollars. And so everybody just selects what they want to start with first, and they go with that. The total passive income will stop at 300%. The active income is actually not even falling into the smart contract, but falling straight out of the smart contract into your personal wallet, whereas you have your private keys already and it's all done. So it doesn't even put any pressure onto the smart contract itself. So our graphic, based on which people make their decisions, is going to be a very healthy one indeed. Now, on top of that, we have a few other things. So for every, we already turned over approximately 1.5 million TRX at the moment. And for every 80 million TRX that we turn over, it's 0.2% extra on top of the maximum 1.5% that you would start to accrue on your 6th day of being with us already. So let me explain that quickly. You start off with your first day at 1%, which accrues almost every second, you can see it. Now, then next day is 1.1%. The third day is 1.2%. then 1.3, 4, and 5. 1.5 on your 6th day will stay every day as 1.5% up until you decide to withdraw, for example. And you can withdraw anytime, right? So now, when it comes to this, then it's important to note that once you withdraw, then you go back to 1%. All right. And again, that 1% starts to accrue to go upwards to 1.1 the next day, 1.2 the day after, up until it again reaches 1.5%. The normal payout time is for 300% to be paid out in 201 days. For example, if you hold it up until it fills 100 TRX, then and then reinvest the 100 TRX as well, then that means that your payout period is already at no more than, I believe, 169 days, guys. 169 days to fill 300%. Okay, so that's just an example. It's already filling 100% in 69 days, all right? So compare that to any other contract. And now we take the step forward, all right? So the best way is to give people a lot of freedom and to have their active income straight away in their main wallet, you know, secured. So now, as mentioned, once we fill 80 million TRX, then it's the 1.5% maximum rises to 1.7% maximum per day globally for everyone. That does not need to be in your team. Secondly, you can fill 80 million 5 times over every time it rises for 0.2%. That means at 400 million TRX, we are running already at 2.5% daily passive for everyone. And in between, of course, we have most likely filled also other elements based on which we could reach a total maximum of 3.5% daily passive. That's when the leader bonus, for example, kicks in. So every time that there's a 200,000 TRX referral income on the platform, then it's an additional 0.1%. So that's for leaders, actually. But the community bonus is another 0.1% of profits. So that means if we fill 50,000 active users before we fill 80 million TRX, which is very unlikely, we will probably fill both, then it would be 1.5 rising to 1.6% a day. If we fill the 80 million as well, then it's already 1.8% a day, right? And so on and so on. So this 0.1% community bonus for every 50,000 active users can go up to 0.5% even. So at 250,000 users, simply this community bonus has risen our passive incomes at 0.5%. So to minimum 2.0%. I hope that is very understandable. I think it's a genius plan. Now, when it comes to affiliate program, then very shortly we will have even another one. Let me just quickly mute everyone, sorry. Pat, we have the full version, right? So we can mute mute people in the background. Surya, I'm muting you. Sorry, I don't know, your mic is open.
There must be another one open. I hear static.
Exactly, yes. It's going away now. Okay, done. So now let's get back to screen share, shall we? And so we do have another leadership bonus, which is going to kick in very shortly. So for now, you know, some of the other smart contracts are offering a matching bonus, right? Which is an income for you based on your downline's commissions, for example. And so you get a commission percentage, let's say 10% over their commission, which is maybe over also something like, you know, miniature. So that could mean that you only get like 1 or 2% from a certain level in uni level when it gets recalculated into that. So over here, it's a pure uni level and all the levels are open immediately. 11 levels, people. So first level, 7%, second, 3%, third level is 1.5%, fourth at 1%, then fifth level at 0.5. Also the sixth and seventh are 0.5. And then we go to 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, and the 11th level is 0.1%. So on top of that, then inside the next 10 to 15 days, we will also kick off, because you see the relationship between the tech team and the leadership has now become so smooth and so, we feel kind of closeness. So therefore, and a 1% of global turnover, guys, is extended towards the top achievers. All right. So we will most likely be splitting that. And this is, the company is already paying out 92%, guys, to the network. All right. So now this is an extra 1%, but it's not decentralized. It is a centralized program on top. And so this 1% will probably be split between the daily top performers and then also the ranking system, all right, which will be implemented. Now, so what we're looking at is a total of 15% payout from Unilevel, plus the leadership bonus that you saw in the previous slide, and plus the 1% that is going to be a beautiful motivator to go in there daily and to achieve some ranks. Okay, now, so for example, if you contribute 20,000 TRX, then your passive income limit is 60,000 TRX. With the active incomes, as mentioned, there's no income limit, and it just drops straight out of the smart contract and does not put any pressure on the smart contract or the graphics about it. So now, of course, the other numbers look the same, and it is important for you people to really dig deep. And we got a crazy good chatbot. These guys who are performing in the tech team, they are really amazing at Telegram, at WhatsApp, at chatbots, and many other. Of course, their main achievements have been, for example, right? And by the way, they hold 0 positions in the structure. I swear to you, 001 is held by networkers. All right, that's us. And so also they don't hold any position under us. And that's why we have many kind of leads and leaders now falling into the hands of the people who are active and who maybe take more responsibility, become country managers and so forth, or regional managers. So TRONCASE chatbot, people, that's one. Please join this one. Then TRONCASE official group is the one for official announcements. Then we have another one called, actually, it's not here yet, but t.me/TRONCASE. That is for the leaders and for promotions and for announcements for true leadership, all right? So please join that group also. You got your support. They are really active all the time. This is their main project and the YouTube channel. So let me just tell you quickly that, for example, just as an example, this tech team went into Google to do crazy results with keywords, all right? So for example, they put in crowd one. And so for many months, crowd one was in fact the #1 search result out of everyone else. There's 22 million positions there, right? Heavily promoted, but this team always had the #1 search result when you put in crowd one registration. All right, I have to mute Surya again. I don't know why it keeps popping up. Yeah, please do not touch your phone. And so this provided them with an average of 400 new registrations every day directly, right? Not even to have to talk to anyone, smooth it over, none of that, okay? So that's just one example. And they showed us that they are already #1 search result when you search for Tron Chain. Currently, they took that down, of course, because Tron Chain is gone. So, of course, with Forsage, they did exactly the same. #1 search result very shortly when you type in Forsage will again be Forsage alternative, TRONCASE. All right. So Ariel Batet, Huawei also. Let's mute Huawei. Let's change the settings a little bit on the next call. All right. So now going back into screen share, of course. So this is, guys, the external X factor that I tell you about right now, which provides this smart contract, not just with the efforts, with the results of efforts of the networkers and this type of people with their maybe some failed projects here and there, some of their fears and doubts based on which they react in their certain ways. But no, also private people, investors, companies have already contacted us through the tech team. They are just forwarding all the leads that they just want to be getting a better understanding. Maybe some of them have just directly come in and said, hey, I want to join, give me a referral link. So they just start to share those links towards country directors. All right. And by the way, if some of you are, bigger leaders in your country, do contact us, because very shortly, by the looks of it, we will have around 35,000 smart contract networkers joining one exact group. And so from there, we need to direct them into every country language specifically for the leaders to take them in, to welcome them, to teach them, and then give their own referral link to those new prospects. All right, so I hope that you can start to understand how much is different here in contract, again, a positive side. So looking forward to every single angle, which will be happening. Now, so simple, guys. We do have a nice combination of digital technology, very high security, and investment program. None of this setting will be changed, and we can only in time add to it. And the 1%, by the way, imagine this, right? With the other companies, what they do is maybe some leader here and there does a personal promotion, for example. All right. So over here, you see, to go through and to sail those sometimes stormy waters, or to balance your boat on the ocean, right? And give it the direction towards a certain beautiful tropical island with the help of like a Team Gandalf of online marketing itself, then what you need is actually some kind of a promotion which gives out, as we do, 1% of the global turnover, but that's a centralized place, whereas we just direct it properly and change it over with the demands of the time into daily performers or ranking systems and so forth. So this is another little element that we are quite proud of. Okay, so I think enough from me. I'm very happy to be part of this contract. We are doing very healthy and reasonable growth, and we are exactly choosing the proper, honest leaders to work with us, because we feel this is most important. And so, of course, we build your trust in the right way, but not your trust in us, but your trust in a fully verified, locked-in smart contract. Thanks very much from my side, and back to you, Pat. Maybe you can show us the audit and how to deposit TRX.
Of course. If you make me host, then I can take it over again. First of all, great presentation. And I wanna talk some more about creating some chats. I was talking a little bit with my leaders, Rana, with my leader from India, Ali, and also with Crypto Africa. I say we need more Telegram groups on the chat. But yeah, you and me, we're also too busy with leading everybody. We need some leaders to make a chat, to make a chat in their language and also in English, to make it possible to chat for people, to ask questions, to guide people, because there are many looking on the Telegram for a chat and there's not a real place they can talk. So I think that's an important thing our leaders must start doing. They must create groups where they can guide the masses. Okay, I'm gonna take you through. Of course, we are talking about an audit report, because we are audited and verified. You can find it on the website for full details. You can see we are tested for overflow attacks, for underflow attacks, for multiple abuse of the contract. The full overview is here. You can check it out slowly. It shows you short others attack, how if it's possible to be hacked, how people can force Tron and empty the contract. That's all not possible with us. You can check critical vulnerabilities found in the contract. There are none. And also there are no medium vulnerabilities found. You can see a little bit that there are possibilities that if this and if that, but that's not possible. We use the latest technology. We have a great IT team, and they are on top of it. So you can see the summary of the audit. There is no backdoor to run funds from the smart contract. What does that mean? Well, no matter what happens, we cannot in any way just empty the contract, and the admin cannot, the creator cannot, or the code is built on the blockchain. It's verified. What I like from it, you can see here, there's almost 1.5 million invested in it with almost 600 members. What I like from it is the money that's in the contract. You can always check the contract also. Is what is in the contract. It's not like matching bonus. There's like 60% commission still going there. It's just what you can see. What's in the contract is in the contract. There's over 1 million TRX in it. And we just launched a week ago, so I'm happy about it. And of course, how to deposit. You can see here the steps, what you need to do. You need to get some TRX. You can do that with Binance. You can do that with Bitfavo, how you want it. Then you need the Clever Wallet app or the TronLink Pro app or the TronLink extension. Myself, I'm working on the laptop. I use the TronLink extension. Then you send TRX to our smart contract and you make a deposit. Directly after doing, you will see earning. I'm quickly gonna mute the person. Pretty sweet. Now you're silent now. Okay, and then you press make a deposit. I'll show it. Let's deposit 500. And you can see our upline wallet showing. Then we press deposit. We're gonna get we must sign the transaction. You will also get it in the wallet, in your wallet of the phone. You accept the transaction and we get the message. We have successfully invested. Check your personal wallet. Now we're gonna do that because we want to know how. And we check personal wallet, that's directly beside it. And you can see here, I'm earning 1.5 a day. I'm getting a hold bonus because I don't withdraw. I have 343 TRX ready for withdrawal, but I'm just gonna let it go because I'm getting a 1.5 a day. It's the mental thing. And of course, I now have invested 4,200 TRX. As you can see, I'm building a team. You can find your referral link here. And that's a little bit how the program works. Share your team, share it with the people. And we have promotional material. And we have a chatbot and also a leaders group where you can find information. I'm gonna now unmute the people and let's see if somebody have questions they want to ask.
Maybe they can simply raise their hand, Pat, because there's too much noise otherwise.
Yes.
And we can, I believe we can stop the recording at this point. Thanks ever so much. It was